So check it out, guys. Me and the wife have been working in the kitchen probably the last month, I guess, doing some changes in here, and it's starting to feel finished. So we got a few things to do. Need to add a couple pieces of trim here and there, and I got to do something with where my spice rack is. But I want to show you what we've done. It looks pretty solid. You happy with it?
Yeah, it looks good.
Looks good. And then I'll do a walk around of our yurt right now after this. But so a while back we put cupboards in and painted them blue and green, and then we put in a wallpaper backsplash, and we did a floating, well, we wanted to do a floating shelf, but it wouldn't support the weight that we needed, so we just went and got a white shelf with some more sleek brackets, and we hung some coffee mugs, and it looks pretty nice, I gotta say. So we did, I put that wall in I was talking about to enclose this area here, and we decided to go with wallpaper instead of backsplash for now, just due to finances. It costs a lot of money to do this small area here with backsplash. And today I changed out all my sockets. I changed them to white and put you know, the covers on there to make it all nice and finished. So it looks pretty good. I'm excited. I'm happy about it. It's pretty exciting when you do upgrades. And we did the coffee. I had to install some 2x6s so I wouldn't go all the way through the bottom of the cupboard, which is fine. You don't really see it unless you're down here looking at it. But we did that so we could hang up our coffee mugs and give us a little space. And I'm drying some peppers out right now with some herbs. And we installed the shelf today as well. And we were able to get all of our plates and stuff out of the cupboard, and we decided to put our glassware in the cupboard instead. But it looks pretty solid. We did the top finish here. I put that in last weekend, I think. Maybe 2 weeks ago, I don't really know. So we finished all that in. I think we're just going to clear coat it. The only mistake I made with this is right here where you see these two trim pieces. I should have used two boards that went from there all the way across, so I didn't have a line here where I cut the boards to meet them. So that was really the only mistake I did there, but I think we're gonna plan on putting a cupboard there anyway, so it'll look a lot nicer. But we finished all that in and trimmed, worked all the way around it, and we put the 1x6 in up top, and all we got to do is clear coat that. But it looks pretty good up there. And yeah, it's coming along. It looks really nice. And I'm shaking like a leaf. I don't know why. The only thing we're going to do here now is put a butcher block down here for like a sitting table. And we'll get rid of all this and have shelves down there for all the dog food and all that. That will be buttoned up a little bit more there. But it looks pretty good. We're pleased. And I have another piece of trim that I have to put here to cover this board up here. And then I'll start working on this side. So I still have to cut this and cut another piece out. That's all going to be countertop. We're going to build a little frame down there, kind of like what I did over here, except they'll be the same level, so all that will be covered in. There will be more counter space there. And then I'll do a better spice rack. That was just a fast temp thing, and I need to do something up with the way that the microwave is mounted. That was just a fast track to get it up there. And then we got a backsplash behind the stove, and I think the kitchen will be basically done once we get all that done. So let me know what you think. It looks pretty good. And then I'll do a quick walk around with the yurt. We've done not too many updates with the yurt itself, really, for a while. But our main thing was to get this buttoned up. It was a mess, if you remember, when all that was just open space and it didn't look very well. It does now. But we still have the backsplash behind the stove. I'm trying to convince the wife to go down and just get river rock from our streams, you know, flat ones. Big, different shapes one, and cover that thing with river rock, but I don't know. It's up in the air right now. But it's looking pretty good around here. Come a long way in just a year's time frame. Still have to do a staircase here to get up into the loft. And I'd like to clean this whole entire area up a little bit better. But everything's looking pretty good. I apologize about the tape. We had some gnats and we're trying to get them under control again. Always bugs in yurts, but it's enjoyable. And I'd like to do something a little different with that closed section, but again, it's all about space, having space to do anything with. I don't think my bathroom's too big of a mess right now. Probably should have cleaned it up a little bit. Nothing has been done in the bathroom since the last update. I still have to put the ceiling on, trim around the window. We're going to do a stackable washer and dryer unit there eventually. I did put shelving there in the corner. We're going to do something a little bit nicer than that. That's just temporary. And I still have to button up the outside of the shower. That won't cost too much money, so I probably will be doing that really soon, actually. And then the ceiling would be the biggest thing in here, cost money wise. I have another cover to buy. I put that white one in today. Still need a cover for that. Our shower's still the same. We did all this bathroom stuff together. Everything in this yurt, me and the wife did together. So she's been a big help. She has learned a lot. I've learned a lot. We've done a lot of cool things in here. Learned how to tile, learned how to do electric and plumbing. And I like these towel holders. One's a bear. This one I think is a deer. I don't know why this is all... He's wearing it. The deer was wearing it. Nice deer there. We got a bear there. And then we got a little... I don't know what it is. It's a bird. For our towel. And then my wife took these pictures on one of her hikes. And we got them printed out. But it's coming along pretty good. So, I mean, that's the yurt. It's looking pretty nice around here. The more organization and upgrades you do, the bigger it actually makes it feel, honestly.
Yeah, it makes it feel a little cleaner.
Feels cleaner, more organized, more modern, but that looks really nice. We're pleased with that 100%, right, wifey? Anyway, just wanted to show you an update of where we're at. Still got to do some work upstairs too. Get rid of some things. I have some more flooring up there. I want to do the whole top, the same flooring as here. That can be done pretty soon too. I think I might have enough to do that whole entire upper space. Might have to buy a box or two, but that will button that up there pretty much. And yeah, pretty nice. Our stove is he's an old boy. He's been through all kinds of problems here, and I think the majority of the problems that I'm having keeping the rust off this thing the guy I bought it from kept it outside for a while, and it seems to do this every single year. And we grind it down, we apply a finish to it. The funny thing is that this side doesn't have any rust at all, which is really, I just actually kind of noticed it, which is really strange. This side is covered. So it's probably from just moisture in the air. You know, it's closer to the door. We haven't really figured out this oven yet. It's a beautiful oven though. It has cool details in it. It's hard to pick up right now, but it has a cabin with some trees and a bunch of deer and stuff like that. It's really a beautiful stove, but it needs a little love. I need to take it outside, grind it down again, reapply, and get it really, really hot outside, and let all the finish burn into the iron, I guess. I don't know what else to do about that. So any tips, anybody that has cast iron wood stoves, how to completely eliminate this rust would be helpful. I mean, it was completely rust-free when we brought it in here. We spent like several days grinding it with a grinder and refinishing it and burning it and everything else, and it just keeps coming back. So maybe a dehumidifier to get the moisture out of the air here, but that's kind of hard to do living in a yurt, right? Plus we run an air unit, so that puts moisture back into the air too. But any tips on that for anybody that has one? Fill me in. But the main thing was about the kitchen today, so let me know what you think.